Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Lauren. Today I'm going to be giving you guys some additional techniques on how to set boundaries, specifically smudging. And so if you haven't watched my original video courses on basic intuitive skills part 1, definitely check them out so that you can understand how they fit with these additional videos that I'm creating. So today, setting boundaries and smudging. One of the ways that you can set boundaries is with sage or smudging. Now this is probably my favorite way to set my boundaries, and I do this before I have a reading, especially if there's a reading in my home, or even if I'm on the phone with somebody, I'll smudge my room. So sage is basically an herb that Native Americans used to kind of clear the energy, to purify it, to cleanse it. And so a lot of people really like to use that to clear their space before they do any sort of intuitive work. So sage usually comes in bundles. I unwrapped all of my bundles because I have this abalone shell. And I just like to be able to smush it all in here. But you can buy big sticks of sage, and all you gotta do is light the end and kind of walk around your house, and you'll immediately feel how the energy shifts in your house when you light this sage. And you know, I almost always feel like I see energy like leaving my house, like somebody who snuck in that I didn't even notice. So yeah, you can use the full sticks of sage. You can get loose sage, kind of what I have. I have a combination of loose and bundles that I unwrapped. The traditional way to do it is actually to use like an abalone shell and fill it. So all you got to do is light it, kind of blow on it. You want to blow on it really hard and get the embers flowing. It's supposed to have a lot of smoke coming out of it. And then you just walk around the house. Now the traditional way to do it is to kind of waft it into all 4 corners. This is just a Native American shaman thing that I've learned. So you go north, south, east, west, and then you do up above, down below, and then you want to get yourself. And you know, whenever we're doing shamanic rituals, we do this for each other. So like I'll sage around somebody else, someone will do it for me. But if all you have is yourself, kind of just move it up and down your body, get it all around, and that's a way to sage yourself. Now the great thing about this is it just clears the energy. This is a very physical, very clairsentient thing. If you're very clairsentient, you'll definitely feel the energy shift. And I just love this because I imagine that when the smoke hits all the corners of my house, nothing negative, nothing bad can be in my home. Now, if you're not a huge smoke person, so my husband and my animals hate when I walk around with the smoke. So usually I only do the smoke outside when I really want to get myself good. But I use a spray. And so this is white sage. This is the same exact sage, but it's in a spray form. And what I love about this is it's not going to burn anyone's eyes. It doesn't freak out my cats. But it smells the same. It has the same effect. It's more about, you know, what works better for you. Whew, that feels good. I actually need to sage my house anyway. But it's crazy because I'll walk through and I'll spray parts of the house, and it's just like I get chills every time. Like my body's just like whoa, and then afterwards I feel super energized. So I highly recommend smudging as part of a way of setting your boundaries. So pretend you've done all of that. Now you feel better. Now you can actually pull out the tarot cards. Now you can do a reading for yourself. Now you can do a meditation, and you feel safe. I have some other videos on how to set your boundaries, as well as removing blocks, and some precursor homework to basic intuitive skills part 2. So definitely check out all these additional videos if you've gone through the full course. I definitely want you guys to get as much practice as you can.